Hi there, this is Tully, and today we're going to colour in this hunter creature from Resident Evil. I've got a selection of pencils here, which hopefully are all the colours I need. So I'm going to start off by using a dark brown and just getting some areas shaded in. You don't have to follow some of the rough pencil, or ink lines should I say, that I've already done, but following some usually helps. Like certain lines, but not like these massive scribbly like lines. You don't have to, intricately follow them or anything like that. It's the overall suggestion of what you want to colour in, really. So this is like the dark brown, obviously I'm using. I'm not pressing down too hard because I don't want this to be the dominant colour on these certain areas. It's really just to add some suggestions of the brown colour, because it's going to be like mainly like light greens for like this reptile creature, hunter creature. So I'd just like a few browns in there just to help separate some of the greens, and there's going to be some blacks in there as well, black colours, maybe under the arms there. But for now I'm using the dark brown there. In fact I'll get the black Prismacolor, which is slowly going down inside. Now look at the white, bloody hell, look at that. Yeah, I'll have to buy some more. So I want this, the under, well this, not the underarm, but this side of the arm just to be in a bit of shadow there. I suppose the secret to colouring is adding in layers of colour, especially the Prismacolors that you can lay over each other, colours. So that's what I recommend, trying to work out which colours go best with different type of colours. Obviously this will be all in shadow because it's been inked that way. Just like that dark area there. Maybe just at the side there. Any of the darker areas. I'll just add a bit of black in there. Maybe the under the, between the claws maybe. Under there as well. I suppose realising the shadow areas on your creatures or drawings, it really helps you work out which parts you want highlighted as well. So between them, like toes, do the shadowed areas as well. There's a little bit under there. And then there'll be an area here which would probably be under shadow, so put that there. In fact, that probably might be a good idea to blend that in there. Some like shadowed areas on that side as well. There and some shadow area there. Right, well, I'm going to start introducing some greens now. There's not a lot of really too many greens usually on this character, but they're mainly like pale greens or something like that. So I think that's what we're going to try and do. Not going to go too heavy on the the green colours. Notice I'm not always following the lines because it's my sketchy style shining through there. I don't believe in following lines much. Just laying down the colour is what I like to do. Just suggesting the colour. Just giving it a light colouring. Because I will be adding like a lighter green, and then probably at the end we'll use like the white just to flatten some of the colour out a bit. So I don't want the green to be too overpowering, because it's mainly more of a muted green. Quite possibly bogey coloured, I don't know. Then there is like bits of brown on the actual creature anyway, bits coming through which we'll introduce later on. Some of these like reptile scale things. Just go around the edges of them slightly for now. Colour here. Some corner of the eyes. I'll try and just do a few more of these scales. Don't really want to do too much green, like I said. less is usually best sometimes. Some slight green on the toes there. That foot is behind that hand, so I don't do much on there. So I can start using this other green now. I can sort of add some lighter areas here, because this is the part where the light usually shines, or should just shine on it, sorry. I'm sort of like building up the layers now. These greens we're trying to blend together as well in just a small, well, quick sketchy way, shall we say. See, we're just, without knowing it, we're actually building up the colour of the character slowly, instead of just laying it on and all in like big solid chunks, which a lot of artists do. You know, mainly when they're beginning, you know, they want to put solid areas of colour on, which for certain, you know, some certain drawings you can, you know, do that, but usually for best results it can be good to apply it in layers. Finish off with this green now. Applying some of the highlights. Some greeny areas in here. I don't want to do too much on there. see now. Maybe get like a lighter brown. Maybe in these gaps now. Start to colour hard in these gaps and really suggest these reptile scales. Maybe layer over some of this black colour that you did, well added earlier. So these colours that they come together, these they're sort of like earthy colours, but when you're blending these colours together, it seems to work a lot better. So we're building up the layers of colour here. I'm just trying to make all the colours sort of appear the same throughout the, the drawing. Can we get some of these browns just to help count towards this creature, this hunter creature. And some of that black again. Brown on the claws, just the beginning there, so we can blend it off with some maybe white Prismacolor, a touch of yellow maybe. Do the same on the feet bits there. There's one tiny claw under there, just partly showing. I suppose the key with any concept sketch that you're doing and going to colour in, the key is to work fast, and not taking your time too much on things, because the longer you take time on a piece of art, the less time you'll have for making other pieces of art. But I do understand that some pieces of art require you to spend a lot of time on them, but if you're just drawing like concepts like this, and and drawings, it's best to maybe sketch real fast and then refine the drawing later on. And this is my first attempt at a hunter creature. It's not too bad. And I'm not happy with the position of the creature, but it's still like the concept that I remember from the game, the original game, I'd say, Resident Evil, the first one. I think the creature appeared in, games after that as well. Different versions of it or something, I can't remember. I'm sure it did. So just about trying to get your drawing looking how you want it really. So if you're not happy with it, then it's not point doing it, but most times it does work out. Start to put this brown colour on around this part now. Again, just quickly suggesting the colour. It's, taking your time with things. It could work, but then it couldn't. So it's best to just take your time or rush. It's entirely up to you. I'm sketching a bit fast because I'm sketching against the clock, so that's why I'm colouring in a bit more faster, but you can take your time as well. But then I prefer to colour this way. Different shades of colour, pressing hard and then thinning off. Release the pressure, and that's how you do shading as well. Press real hard and then thin off like that. See all these layers coming together now. You can see the browns and the greens coming together, so it's a good way of working when you're doing the colour. And Prismacolors are really good for layering over each other, so that's why I prefer to use them. Across all these colours, you're sort of making the hunter creature look like a dirty reptilian creature, so that's the effect you want to go for. Don't be afraid to experiment as well with colours. Sometimes it doesn't work when you overlay a certain colours, but when it does work, you'll find it's a good way of working. think got some red for the mouth, which I forgot to get out, but I just got that just a moment ago. Bit of red in there, and then I'll just smooth that over with my tiny ickle White Prismacolor. I need to get some more. That's the first one to go usually in a pack of Prismacolors, the white, because I'm always using it to blend over colours. And that's a nice pink mouth colour. It's all blended out there, and you could probably add, you know, the colours in there. For the eyes, I just want to do a smooth layer of green over the top. I don't really want to do too much like the colour green. I could maybe yellow that out a bit. Again, not pressing too hard. I don't want it to be a solid yellow colour. Just want the eyes just to stand out, that's all. I'll do some more highlights now on some of these white areas. Again, not pressing down too hard because I don't want to finalise the image yet in like yellow, because we can start to blend other areas together. It's mainly the highlights I just want to colour in. And the highlights are usually the white areas you've left. Try and blend that in with some of the greens as well. I'll just start to finish some more of the shadow, just define some of the areas more. I'll put a bit brown over that part there, just around the edges. And some more darker brown on this top part. Try and get some of the dark browns under there a bit more. So I want to try and finish this off now. And carry some browns through onto the scales as well. Dark brown. There's a dog yawning. Must be bored of me drawing. Never mind. And yeah, we've got the main colours there down there. Maybe try and blend some of this now with the white, just in certain areas. I don't want to do, you know, too many areas. Just want to blend some of these colours and make them more smoother. You see there, that's the effect I wanted to achieve anyway. And when you finish the drawing, it probably won't stop there. You probably want to do like finishing touches to it, and you know, things like that. Usually once I've finished, I've finished. Start another drawing. See, we'll pull out a bit. That looks really good blended, as opposed to that. So what we'll do now is I'll blend this all off camera, because you don't want to see me just go through it all, blending it all and stuff like that, and then we'll see what we're left with for the final finishing touches. So I'll see you in a minute. So I've used the white just to blend key areas there, which you can see it's slightly more smoother. If I had more time, I would do that. I've just got a yellow now, just doing some more highlighted areas quickly, and then we'll just finish off. Do them teeth just slightly yellow, not totally yellow, just to help, you know, with the overall colour scheme of things. There's some yellow on the claws just to highlight them. Even though they're mainly white in the game, but I'll just add a bit of yellow to them. It helps blend the brown in as well. Wobbling. I'll just leave it as that for now. A few bits yellow here and there. That's how I'd colour it with Prismacolors, rather quicker than I would have thought, if I can speak properly. So yeah, the Hunter Creature video with Prismacolors. So I'll see you in the next video, which hopefully will be lots of them coming soon. Cheers now!